Hi guys, Amy with Keto Life, and I just wanted to make a quick video because I've had a couple comments on some of my older videos about ketone testing. And I just wanted to point out and put this all into one video, because in my past videos I was just testing blood, or in a different video I was just testing urine. When you go into ketosis, you produce 3 different types of ketones. So the first one I'm going to talk about is urine. So in your urine, you are producing a specific type of ketone, and I'll list that here because it's a funky name and I can never say it right. But yeah, so when you do a urine test strip, you are only testing for that specific type of ketone that we produce. Now, on urine tests, it's often possible that once you have been doing the keto diet for several months, those strips may start to show less and less and less ketones in the strip. That doesn't mean that you're not in ketosis. It just means that your body has adapted to burning ketones, and that's one of the ones that it shows less of. So that's where urine strips can be really helpful in the very beginning, but as you go later on, it might make you think that you're negative, but you're not. So just remember that. Urine strips are handy. They're cheaper if you're in the very beginning process of your keto journey. It's not a bad tool to have to know when you're in ketosis. I know for me, I need to know. Like, I love having that confirmation that I am. Other people just don't really care. They're eating, they're losing, they don't care, they're feeling good, blah blah blah. So it just depends on what kind of person you are. Do you need to know, or do you not care? So, you know, I say use them if you need to. Just understand the knowledge and the science behind it so that you don't get frustrated. All right, so blood testing, that tests for a very specific, I might be able to say this one, beta-hydroxybutyrate. I think I said it right. So that's the ketone that the blood testing is testing for, and I'll list that name here. So for blood testing, you know, I use the KETO-MOJO, and it's very reliable. It's going to test what amount of ketones is floating around in your blood. You know, the KETO-MOJO is a great device because it does both blood glucose and ketone, but they're separate strips. The glucose strips are a lot cheaper than the ketone strips, but the ketone strips are still about $1 a piece. And for me, because I'm a tester and I like need to know basis, I like to test. So for me, it's awesome, and I feel that it's very worth it on my journey to have that as a tool. But it's not necessary. There's a lot of other ways you can tell if you're in ketosis. So you can go by how you're feeling, you can go by your weight loss, you can go by, you know, your breath. I don't know. I feel like once you've become fat adapted, I didn't experience like bad breath or any of the odors or, you know, weird stuff like that. Not everybody does. So, you know, yeah, you can't always gauge it by that. I think you either test or you don't. And even testing, it's not a definitive answer either. It's just a tool. Oh, and then with the KETO-MOJO, it's a little prick in the finger. And when I first did it, I was a big baby, but it's like nothing. I don't even bat an eye. I can test my finger. I can test my blood so fast now. It's just like, you know, poke, do it, read it. I'm like an expert at it now. Okay, so the third and final ketone that our body produces, this is through the breath testing, and I will list, it will be testing for acetone in the breath. And so yeah, basically you breathe, and I've never done this. This is the only method I have never tried. You breathe into a device and it will test if you have acetone in the breath. And that will, it says that will correlate well to the level of beta-hydroxybutyrate in the blood. It's not painful. I've seen some people do it and it seems kind of uncomfortable, like you have to breathe for a certain period of time, and you know, if you don't do it right, I don't know. From what I have seen, those tests, the breath testers don't seem very reliable. So 100%, I think the blood testing is the way to go if you're a tester, if you want to test. But yeah, so those are the 3 different types of ketones. I think a lot of people, when they're just starting the keto diet, they don't know that. They think, oh, ketone, you know, we make ketones. Well, I know when I first started, I didn't realize that our body made 3 different types of ketones, you know, that you can actually test for. So definitely it's helpful to know that information. You have to blow into the breath tester for 10 to 30 seconds in order to get an accurate reading, which, you know, that may or may not be something that you will be comfortable doing. All right, yeah, so that's my little tidbit on ketones in the body and how you can test for them. I hope that you found that helpful, and just know that you definitely don't have to test. As long as you follow the keto diet, the basic principles, you're going to be in ketosis, and you will see some results. So don't worry so much about the testing if that's not your thing, or you can't afford to buy all the, you know, the testers. You know, just do the keto diet and you're going to have great results. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great one. Bye.